What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy, Leave It to Beef. It is September 20th, and you know what it is. These are the breaks. Hello, world. Hey, I know y'all looking around and said, damn, what's going on? We're in the studio. This is new. It's your boy, Leave It to Beef. And you know what time it is. These are the breaks. I hope y'all like my surrounding area. We got new things going on. Because this is how we do it here at the breaks, right? We always get new shit weekly. So let's go ahead and start it off. NFL breakdown. Nick Chubb is out. I know it sounds crazy, but Nick Chubb is out. So all my fantasy owners out there, y'all better hop on the waiver wire and go get ahead and get forward. Because Nick Chubb blew his knee out, and it's crazy because all NFL, we keep talking about how these running backs want to get paid. These are the reasons why they want to get paid, because you never know if an injury might arrive, and booyah, they're not going to get paid again. So currently right now, Ford is probably the hottest person on the waiver wire. He's the hottest in the Cleveland Browns backfield right now. And word on the street is they got to go ahead and get Kamara Hunt, which I feel they should never cut or not even pay Kamara Hunt. He should have always been with the Browns from the get-go. So the Browns is kind of backpedaling a little bit. If I was Kamara Hunt, I'll say, you know what, you better unload that bag if you want to go ahead and have me touch the field. Are the Cowboys for real? You know me, I can care less for the Cowgirls, but honestly, the Cowgirls are doing their thing. But caveat-wise, they played the New York Jets without Aaron Rodgers. They played Milf Wilson, who damn near can't throw a ball over the fence because he stinks. That is it. That is all. They haven't played no real talent. They played the Little Giants, who damn near outplayed themselves. They've been struggling in regards to that. We'll talk about them in a minute. But the Cowboys are not for real. We won't see if they're for real until they run against teams like the Chiefs, the Eagles, teams like that. Until then, I don't view them as real. I view them as just mediocre. A 2-0 team that's doing pretty decent in regards to it, but you won't see no celebration in my eyes when it comes to the goddamn Cowgirls. Next up, Baker Mayfield. As quiet as it's kept, the Tampa Bay Lil Boats is actually 2-0. And the person behind that rim is Baker fucking Mayfield. Now, I know y'all see the fucking bonfire that's taking place in Cleveland with Deshaun Touch Me, Feel Me Watson. Baker Mayfield's down there living good in Florida. I don't know what it is when people go to Florida, but they all of a sudden start being good in Florida, and Baker Mayfield is rolling. All he's doing is being a game manager. Sometimes it takes people longer to develop this attribute. I still feel like the Rams saved his life, and now he's got a second life, and he's down there in Florida doing his thing. Tampa overall, even their defense is flying around. They're having fun, and we're going to see how consistent it is because Tampa's running up against my Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm going to tell you right now, if Philly don't get it in order, we're going to get smacked, and I don't appreciate that. So as soon as this game does arrive, I do expect the Lil Boats to lose to the Eagles. But again, Philly, tighten the fuck up. Giants struggle. If you didn't know, now you know. The Little Giants is struggling. Clearly, they got the ass waxed against the Cowgirls. And then they went on down there to Arizona to face the Pelicans. I know they're the Chargers, but I'm going to call them the Little Pelicans because they can't do nothing right in Arizona. Came back from the deficit, biggest deficit that the Giants have came back in their franchise history. And it's just mind-boggling to me that it took this long for Daniel Jones to actually open up the playbook and just do some things. Call some audibles and do some things. Now, did the Giants lose Barkley? Yes, they did, to an ankle sprain, but I will say this. If you have him in fantasy, do not worry. Hold tight. It's just an ankle sprain. It's not going to be something that keeps him out for a very, very long time. Next thing up, Los Angeles Chargers. The Los Angeles Chargers absolutely stink. Their fucking defense is atrocious. And I'm going to tell you right now, the Chargers played the Tennessee Titans, who all they do is run. They just run it, and they lost the game. Charger fans, is it time to panic? Hell yeah, it's time to panic. I have a Chargers fan that said, hey, we're going to win a Super Bowl. You're not going to win the Super Bowl. It's still Rams house right there in Inglewood. Boom. Y'all just like the Clippers. Y'all just written this shit. Y'all would never be nothing great until you get your own stadium. That's why you see the Clippers across the street got our own shit. But back to you. You sorry pieces of just trash. It's not really the players, it's the coach. How can you have a defensive head coach when every year your defense takes a step back? And it's kind of scary, right? I honestly think he has lost that room. And what game did he lose that room in? The last time they played the Jacksonville Jaguars. Because I'm telling you right now, the Chargers are going to run up against the Minnesota Vikings, who is also 0-2. And that's going to be a kind of a game of a week for me because it's going to show me two teams that are very poverty-like. Whoever loses that game, you might as well just chalk up the season. Chalk it up because you're not good. You're not going to be good at all. So Charger fans, buckle up because you're in for a wacky ride on this adventure that y'all going to go ahead and go down. Last up, Russell Wilson. Is Russell Wilson the issue for the Denver Broncos? I would say absolutely not. What the issue is that the Denver Broncos defense is not the same as it was before. It's terrible. And what Russell Wilson is going to end up doing, he has to be Russell Wilson of the old, which I think, and we all can see, that he has passed that prime when he was with the Seattle Seahawks. Now, granted, he threw a great Hail Mary in the last seconds. But watching Russell Wilson is like watching a quarterback with CTE. He does some things that I just don't know what the fuck he was thinking. Holding on to the ball too long, constantly looking downfield. Some shit looking like Russell Wilson is not all the way there. And I know he's a great, great guy. But something about him is not adding up. And it's very stressful watching Russell Wilson struggle in this. So I'm going to tell you right now.
You are a loser.
The loss versus the Washington Commanders is not on Russ. It's not. It's on the defense. We can give him this caveat in regards to we're going to see what Sean Payton can do to address this issue. One more thing. If you don't know, now you know. The Dirty Birds, the Atlanta Falcons, are actually 2-0, and it's kind of scary. You know what happens when Atlanta gets a lead? They love to blow it. So we're going to see if the Atlanta Falcons are the real deal or not. They beat the Green Bay Packers, which I'm not surprised. Jordan Love, they got a clip of him running to his dime lineman without having the ball, which is very crazy. But we're going to see Los Angeles Rams, 49ers. It's very odd to me that the 49ers consistently keep big brothering the Los Angeles Rams. They not only big brother them on the field, but they also big brother them in the damn stands. And it's crazy, right? The Rams play their little hearts out. I call them the little injuries that could. The little injuries that could, right? But it's something about the 49ers, bang, bang, Niner gang, that keeps putting hands to feet on the Rams. It's like they have their number. Now, I will say this. The Rams, 2-2, balling. Williams balling. That young core is balling. I know we talked about earlier how, Sam necessarily was kind of disconnected in regards to young talent, but Stafford is going to be okay, right? He's going to be all right with this young core. And Sean McVay is doing his thing in regards to that. So we are really going to see how the Rams necessarily develop and if this train can keep going. Because I'm telling you right now, October 28th, Philly's in town. And we are going to see how the Rams get out. Because you thought it was bad when the 49ers was there. Wait till Mr. Violence R Us, King Slander, pulls up in SoFi and get the party started. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a sight to see. Let's go ahead and take a trip right on down to Breaks University. It has been an interesting time in college football. If you haven't been paying attention, my. First thing up, Alabama. Alabama struggles at the QB section. And I'm going to tell you right now, the reason why this is happening is because Alabama does not reign supreme anymore when it comes to college football. They haven't struggled with the quarterback, right? They rotated one in, bench one, and bring them right back in. I'm just going to tell you this. Nick Saban, it's over. It's over, big dog. You're not him no more. You know who him is? He's kicking it up right now in Colorado Boulder. But we'll save right there. But you're not him no more. It's like any given Saturday, right? Any big team can fall, but I feel like Georgia, Alabama, those schools that ain't holding rank no more. You see Texas is kind of reigning supreme again. Remember last time when Texas was good, who was there? Vince Young. Crazy to see that, right? You can say Colt McCoy and them, but nah, Vince Young, when he was there, they were reigning supreme. It's kind of interesting, too. It's going to pivot to a different direction. I know the Pac-12 is going to go ahead and debacle itself pretty soon, but if you haven't been watching college football, there has been some excitement in the Pac-12. You know, Pac-12, West Coast, we are kind of like quarterback university. Oregon, you got Bo Nix. Oregon State, you got DJ, the transfer from Clemson. You have Washington, Michael Pitts Jr. You have UCLA, Dante Moore. Of course, Colorado, Shadori Sanders. And then USC, Caleb Williams. I'm telling you right now, these quarterbacks are a sight to see. Been watching these quarterbacks weekly. I'm telling you, these quarterbacks throw for damn near over 300 yards per game. I'm telling you, aerial attack after aerial attack. And it's crazy to see that the Pac-12 is going to disintegrate, right? Because looking at it, it's Pac-12 University in regards to QB University. And all this is going to kind of get separated and moved around, and it's going to be crazy to see that this right here is going to be broken up. It's crazy, right? Next up, Deion Sanders. Y'all going to hear me talk about Deion all the time because I'm going to tell you right now, it's a lot going on in Colorado. Deion, if you didn't see the game versus Colorado State, it was a doozy. I mean, we had stars. We had Kawhi. You know, Kawhi don't even show up for his own games. You had Lil Wayne. You had Stephen A. Smith. You had Shannon Sharp. You had rappers there. You had Lil Wayne performing at the halftime. You had Offset there. It was crazy. The environment was crazy. So much that Colorado State took offense to it. Showed up. Hard hat, lunch pail, and went to work. But it was dirty work. Right? If you can see right here, right? Travis Hunter, right here, right? Travis Hunter went down with an injury. His injury is going to keep him out a few weeks. Now, if we're looking at their schedule consists of Oregon, USC, all the heavy hitters, which is crazy, right? So, kid went down. This kid from Colorado State here, right? Henry Blackburn. Start receiving death threats. Start receiving all types of slander. Now, I'm fine with Twitter slander. I am fine with that. But I do feel that it is crossing the line when if a young kid receiving death threats to his home. Again, folks, this is just college. Why are you sending death threats to a college student? That's fucking ridiculous. I don't care what's going on. Hey, prayers up to Travis Hunter. I'm a big fan of him, but sending death threats to a kid is not it. Now, you can slander him all day and night on Twitter. That is completely fine. I would actually participate with that all day and night. But sending death threats is fucking utterly ridiculous. It's disgusting. And for people to sit here and research that shit just to send death threats, you're just as fucking dumb as anybody I can see. Now, Deion being the classist act that he can, I know that you know the Colorado Buffs won in overtime. I would say that was the best damn college football I've seen in a very, very long time. Deion also took to the podium to address those death threats in regards to Colorado State's player. He kind of informed them like, hey, it's not needed, right? I would say this, Deion stepping up to the podium to address it even better than the damn head coach at Colorado State is kudos to him. Because I'm telling you right now, if the damn head coach couldn't get it right, what makes you think, right, he's going to address it any better? But Deion did that. He addressed it way better than he ever could, right? Because you want to know why? Because his mama taught him how to do it, right? Because clearly the other coach taking shots at Deion's mom, talking about Deion's mom. His mom taught him everything he needed to know, and he taught him how to be a better damn classy man when it comes to addressing things like that. So shout out to Mama Sanders when it goes to that, okay? But Deion, again, kudos to you in regards to that. I tip my hat. because you doing the damn thing up there. You're 3-0. I can't wait to see what you're going to do. A pivotal week. But we did see additional players come alive. Weaver, oh my God, that boy is special. He is special out there in Colorado when he comes to receiver. Of course, we have Edwards and the whole gang like that. But, when Travis Hunter comes back, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be some dogs. And if anything happens, USC, you have got off with a nice early gift. Because if Hunter was there, it would be Lockdown University. Just like if Hunter wasn't hurt, all those little cross slants that kept tearing Colorado ass up wouldn't have happened. I can guarantee it. All right? Let's go ahead and switch our gears to our Break It or Leave It segment. Now, Break It or Leave It, I'm really sad by this. Is canceling winning time a big deal? It's the biggest deal I know. Them canceling winning time is crazy. The show was just getting good. The winning time was getting right into the meat and potatoes of the Lakers versus Boston series. And it's crazy to me how when they ended winning time, right, they was giving us the tease a little bit in regards to, the bad boy days where Isaiah Thomas and them. Ooh, I would love to see that matchup. But then it ended with the Boston Celtics winning. I know Lakers City is going crazy right now, pulling their fucking hair out. It's the craziest thing I ever seen. And for them to cut it at a great time like that, what the fuck? HBO, what are we doing? I know it's a writer's strike, but goddamn, this show need to be picked up by somebody. In all fairness, Netflix, pick this shit up because it's more to tell, and I want to see more. It was just getting good, and I want to see more. Netflix, pick it up. Let's get a deal going. Let's get winning time back on the tracks, okay? Back on the tracks. Michael Thomas, altercation. Monday Night Football. Michael Thomas from the New Orleans Saints got into it with Derek Brown from the Carolina Panthers. And if you don't know, Michael Thomas is known as Slant Man. If you don't know what that is a wide receiver route, so go ahead and look that up. They got into an altercation. You got Michael Thomas, an LA kid, willing out West Side Crip, and it's kind of crazy, like, Michael Thomas, what the fuck are you doing? Just go to the locker room. That's not needed. And every time an LA person get in a heated situation, they always want to yell out Crip or blood. Man, just go to the locker room. You're not built like that. You're not a gang banger. That's not you, right? You're an NFL player. Act like one. Because I'm telling you right now, the way Derek Brown was looking, he was like he was finna put a great massage on you. And not the massages that Deshaun Watson used to get. I mean a great old-fashioned ass with massage. And Michael Thomas, you don't want that smoke. You didn't want that smoke. So I'm telling you right now, tighten up, please. Because the Saints offense still looks shitty. It's y'all fucking conference to lose. So please tighten up, Michael Thomas, because I swear if you end up hurt, bum. Dame Lillard comments on the bubble. He kind of addressed it. He was back on Fig, and it was a discussion in regards to comments to the bubble, talking about the difficultiness of the bubble. Dame kind of hit it right on the head. He said, you know what, the bubble was legit. The reason why the bubble was legit is because necessarily everyone was fresh. And I would tell you this, a few players that checked out was because they wasn't used to people being so fucking fresh. Straight up. Dame said, I didn't have no mental issues. Literally, they didn't have to drive. They had fucking pools of ice baths ready. If that wasn't there, then they necessarily, spend time in their rooms and play games and play the actual game at 4. I don't see the variation of why the fuck it was so difficult, Clippers. Fuck wrong with y'all. Y'all couldn't get it right? I'm not talking about mental health. What the fuck going on in the bubble? Why was y'all so stressed in the bubble? You're not really dealing with your family. Your barbers and everybody was there. So, what the fuck going on? I'm really concerned. Was y'all just not ready? And again, I'm not questioning mental health. I'm actually just talking a few questions I just want to ask. Like, what the fuck was going on? That was my championship. Now, granted, the Lakers won it, and we're going to put an asterisk by it just for slander purposes, but where's my championship? That's what I want to know. HBO Max. Oh my, HBO Max is stepping up. Now they still fucked up because of winter time. Don't think y'all off the hook yet, but they're kind of off the hook a little bit in regards to what they're going to go ahead and propose this upcoming NBA season. HBO Max is actually going to offer 65 NBA games. They're also going to offer inside the NBA playoffs, the in-season tournament at no additional cost. So I'm telling you right now, if you have HBO Max, it is a time to be. HBO Max, well, shit, it's looking like why should I even have NBA League Pass? If I can sit here and watch HBO Max, shit, I got it made in the shade, baby. I'm letting you know right now. So we're gonna see how far this HBO Max things go if they change the plans and things like that. But I think they're doing this just for the simple fact, that writer's strike is still going on. So I don't think they know how they're gonna move in the fall time. So I think it's a great pickup, a great pickup. Let's go ahead and pivot one more time before we get out of here. It's going to be my breakout session. And my breakout section is go a little something like this. Climate change. Now, I know you're probably thinking, what's going on with climate change? No, not that type of climate change. We're talking about climate change in the NCAA. And this climate change is going to take place in Colorado Boulder. This climate change is Deion. And I'm telling you right now, the show is here, baby. Now, I know there has been disgruntled in regards to, Colorado will never be an HBCU vibe. And you are 100% right. It won't be an HBCU vibe. But what is it going to feel like? It's going to feel like home once we in that goddamn dome. That feel of having that HBCU vibe is going to be there. You want to know why? Because Deion is bringing his fucking luggage. And in that luggage is everything that HBCU have. The stars, Offset, all them that show up for homecoming time, it's going to be there. They're going to be there Saturday night, right? Give me my theme music. It's going to be there, right? He's bringing flavor. He's bringing seasoning, something that probably haven't touched Colorado in a very long time. I bet you even change the atmosphere in the fucking cafeteria. And again, Colorado don't have to be a HBCU, but goddamn it, that vibe will be there simply just because of Deion and the people that he brought. God forbid that y'all forget that he brought over a few staffers from Jackson State who's better their life with better money. I just feel like sometimes y'all just be looking at Deion like, hey, you should never left. He should have left. Right? If you look yourself in the mirror, when you want change, don't you get up from a job and leave? I think I do. I think you do. I never seen someone that wanted to put in 30 years at McDonald's and never wanted to make better of themselves. I think that's what Deion did. And what people have to understand that this climate change is coming. It's in Colorado. Y'all can be as mad at Deion as you want to. But I guarantee you, if you walk around with shades on in the building, guess who showed you how to do that? Deion. It wasn't you. He made it cool to do it. So now you want to do it to be cool, to fit in. That's the climate change that's taking place. And with this climate change taking place, you will see a shakeup in the college landfill altogether. Look at it. Who the fuck is paying attention to Bama like they used to? Who's paying attention to Georgia football like they used to? Who's even paying attention to Texas as they used to? Because it's not the show. The show is right there in Colorado. And I can't wait to be part of the show. So, hey, kick back, enjoy this climate change. Because with the NIL deals, everything that's going on, it's going to be the best thing going forward. So let's see. Hey, it's been your boy, Leave It to Beef. You already know, this has been The Breaks. Hey, follow me on Twitter at Leave It to Beef 31 and Instagram at Leave It to Beef 31. Because you want to know why? Because I'm the Slander King. In addition, if you miss me, you can catch me on Sundays at 5:30 at We Don't Make the Rules podcast. I'm going to tell y'all this. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.